Hello and welcome to the fifth episode of the Getting Started with Booster series. If you don't really know what Booster is or what are the concepts behind it, I recommend you to go to the first episode and take a look at the introduction. In this episode, we're going to be talking about roles. What are roles? So, in the last episode, we took a look at designing our app. We talked about users, commands, events, event handlers, entities, read models, and the first part we called that users, but they're actually not users. We don't have one user called client and one user called banker. Probably we would have like a client called Sue and a banker called Sally, for example. We could have many clients, many bankers. So those are not really users. Those are more like categories. And these categories in Booster are called roles. How do we define roles in Booster? So first of all, we're going to come here. I'm going to create a new file under the src folder. We're going to call it roles.ts. To define those roles, we're going to create classes. So I'm going to write export class client, and I'm going to open some braces and leave them like that. For the banker, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so we have two things already representing the client and the banker roles over here in our project, but we didn't really tell Booster that those things exist. So in order to do that, I'm going to write add role, and here the IDE says this is an auto import from something. So I'm going to tap on that, and if we scroll up a little bit, we see that the IDE has wrote this import role from blah blah blah. And this role receives some parameters. It says role metadata. So here we have to write some configuration for this role. And essentially it's, is this user allowed to sign up by themselves? So we're going to write allow self sign up, and can a sign up client sign up by themselves? Well, probably not, because you have to go to the office and ask the banker to create your account for you. So we're going to say false over here. And we're going to do the same thing with the banker. I'm going to say add role. I'm going to open up parenthesis and then braces. And I'm going to again say allow self sign up. And can a banker self sign up? Probably not. That's responsibility of the system administrator, probably. So I'm going to write here false as well. So we save. And if you have like auto formatting on save enabled, like I do, the IDE will format everything. So what has happened here? We didn't really talk about commands, events, event handlers, event entities, or read models yet, but we did talk about roles. And note that this roles part doesn't appear on the diagram that we've been looking at. Here we see commands, events, and other Booster concepts, but there are no roles because that's handled in this part over here. So when we are like brainstorming our application, we still think about different types of users. So Booster provides you that possibility of representing those users. So in the next episode, we'll be taking a look at commands, and we'll be seeing how to implement them. And if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment section below. And stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.